story that's coming in now from Tamil Nadu, where a fresh protest has broken out after the Tamil Nadu police stopped the BJP's Vel Yatra, where the Tamil Nadu BJP chief Murugan and 100 BJP workers have now been arrested. The Tamil Nadu government had denied permission to them for this Vetri Vel Yatra, citing COVID. And these are indications again of friction between the allies, the AIA, DMK and the BJP, and many are seeing this as the ruling AIA-DMK's third snub for their ally. So the Tamil Nadu BJP chief among several detained as the party holds this Vel Yatra without permission. All right. So joining us now is S.G. Surya, the spokesperson of the BJP in Tamil Nadu. We'll try and get the spokesperson of the AIA-DMK also on to counter what Mr. Surya is saying. But Mr. Surya, going ahead with a protest without permission of the authorities at a time of a coronavirus pandemic, isn't that putting lives at risk? Look at these visuals. If BJP workers aren't concerned for their own lives, what about the poor authorities, those policemen who have to work to try and stop this protest from going ahead?
No, actually, see, we had everything put in place. We were planning for this yatra for the last 1.5 months. So we were seeking permission for this yatra ever since October 15, but we were denied permission in the last minute. So we had made preparations throughout Tamil Nadu for this program, which is happening for the period of 1 month. So suddenly, just less than 24 hours before, we are denied permission, and that is the reason we are, going ahead.
No, but sir, of course, you realize that you have been denied permission in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. Surely, those numbers are the numbers you have to watch. Either 1 week before or 1 day before, the government says there, the AIA-DMK is saying that there's a fears of a second wave.
The problem is only when BJP's programs are cause of concern, because every other party is doing programs every day in Tamil Nadu. There are protests, there are blockage of governors' buildings, and there is agitation all over. And even the ruling party is organizing various programs at different places. So the problem comes only when the BJP's program is denied permission, nor it is allowed to go ahead with.
But sir, similarly, questions raised in other states, in BJP ruled states where permissions are not given. In Hathras in UP, Rahul Gandhi was not allowed. Leaders of the opposition were not allowed to go visit the family, the grieving family of that Dalit young girl who was raped and murdered. At that point of time, the government cited coronavirus pandemic.
No, see, that is probably the local law and order and other things are considered into place. But here, when it comes to Vel Yatra, so it is not that, lakhs of people or thousands of people are moving from one place to another place. So Vel Yatra is basically a different meetings at different cities organized by the party. And our president in a vehicle, he will go on and addressing different places and different meetings. It is not that there is mass mobilization of crowd from one city to another. So these are all very distinct meetings arranged at different places, to be exact 70 places, which will be addressed by the party president, and the mobilization of crowd will be very local. And even for the mobilization, there are norms in place like, compulsory usage of masks.
Unfortunately, these visuals speak a lot more. They speak strongly. These huge crowds, no sign of any sort of COVID-19 protocol. I certainly don't see masks from here. And the police, of course, endangering themselves, their lives, and then going home to their loved ones and their families as they try and do their duty. Thank you so much, S.G. Surya, for joining us on this big story.